A Spurs team walking to the locker room earlier, determined to have a big night on their home floor. It's Thursday night, and it's the NBA here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. And from the sideline, David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Well, thanks very much, guys. Of course, the NBA has had some legendary trash talkers. But Damian Lillard says it's not really a verbal assault like it used to be. In this era, it's more gestures. From the watch your head to the too small or rock the baby to Trae Young's theatrical bows, players have their ways of sending a message. Kevin?
And the message usually received, DA, thank you. The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. They've got LeBron James. Batuma's out there with Paul George. Then there's Whiteside. And it's Simons in at the 2 guard. And for San Antonio, we've got Brown. Butler out there with Evan Mobley. And it's Sohan in at the 4 slot. This last chunk of the season could be it for some of the aging stars in the league, which, Brent, is kind of tough to watch. Going back to personal experiences, when did you know that it was time to retire?
Well, Kevin, you just know. It's really hard to describe, but my last year in Houston, the season finished up, and I just thought about what it is that I could do to still contribute to the team, and it really didn't live up to some of the standards that I had for myself. And so with a lot of deliberation, I felt like now was the time, and it's always a very difficult decision.
So the Portland Trail Blazers able to put the first points up on the board. Simons against Butler. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Boy, a fierce competitor. Jimmy Butler puts his heart and soul into the game.
There are not a lot of opponents or players in this league that are going to outwork Jimmy Butler, and he does. He impacts the game in so many ways, and he's all about winning. Jimmy Butler's just one of those guys that the coaching staff and players admire just how competitive he is on a daily basis.
Well, he'll run through a wall to win, but sometimes Jimmy Butler can drive his coach up a wall. Despite that tendency, though, to embrace conflict, this guy is worth it.
Now, here's Mobley. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Simons, the pass to James. San Antonio with the rebound. The shot by Butler, nobody around. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Butler's got 5 now. And Greg, last season, Butler and Spoelstra got into it on the sideline. We all saw it. It was an interesting moment.
Yeah, I think that's a good way of phrasing it. That manic intensity, perhaps necessary at times for a player who competes as hard as Jimmy. Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Now, here's Mobley. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. And it's blocked by Whiteside.
As soon as Whiteside positions himself, he just spikes that one away. It's like he's playing beach volleyball.
Another miss by LeBron.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
LeBron against Dinwiddie. Left side, Brown. 4 on the shot clock. From 18 feet away, and the shot goes in.
And love how assured Brown looks taking these shots. His mid-range game is on point when he's squaring up like that.
Now, here's George. Really played well against Memphis in his last outing. Back to James. Butler with the steal. Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Sohan. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary, even more difficult to defend.
Yeah, no question. When he is connecting from those kind of spots on the floor, it is just a huge boost for what they can do offensively.
And so here's Portland following the three-pointer by San Antonio. Brown with it. Last game, 26 points. Spurs working the ball around now. Pass to Sohan. Great D that time from Batum. And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. It's a 5-point game, and George gets it to go.
Simons playing unselfish. That's going to help this team get in a great rhythm.
Butler passes to Mobley. Dinwiddie left side. Mobley sets the pick for Dinwiddie. Offensive rebound, Spurs. Butler from outside. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Feeds to James. Butler with the steal. Here's Mobley. Really played well against Phoenix in his last outing. Traps in the tray.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Drives to the hoop. Evan Mobley with the rebound.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup, you want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Now here's Mobley. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
LeBron kicks to Simons. Here's Whiteside, and Whiteside slams it home.
Awesome jam from Whiteside there, really dropping the hammer.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by your AT&T 5G Slam Cam. On offense, here are the Spurs. They're on an 18-7 run. Brown outside. The shot, no good. And it's Portland the other way. To the middle. Kicks it out to James. Hands it from downtown. LeBron's got his second bucket tonight.
He's becoming more and more reliable, LeBron James, in the twilight of his career, being able to knock down three-pointers.
Here's Mobley. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. They get Hassan Whiteside.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Spurs.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
And he's good on the second.
And one thing that is special about Evan Mobley, made an immediate defensive impact as a rookie. Something few big men are able to do.
Now here's James. 6 points for him. Down low. Here's Whiteside. Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got 4 rebounds now tonight. As you said, very few rookie big men, Greg, can shape a defense like Mobley did.
Kind of reminds you of the impact Tim Duncan had with his defense. But Mobley can protect the rim and stay in front of guards on the perimeter. Boy, sky is the limit for him defensively.
And it's Simons missing.
No other way to put it. Just a rough quarter in terms of scoring. He has not been helping at all.
Brown outside. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got 3 assists in the game. Now, here's George. He's a guy that can score, no doubt, averaging over 25 points a game. Butler against LeBron. And there's the pass to Brown. Knocked loose. Dinwiddie dishes to Brown. Offline with his 3. Trailblazers trail by 10. LeBron passes to George. Back to James. Brown against George. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
The length and the athleticism combination of Paul George is very hard to guard.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
And he makes the first. It ended in the bubble, but how about the Spurs playoff streak? 22 consecutive seasons, Greg, coming to an end.
Kevin, making it every year from 1998 to 2019, winning 5 titles over that span, and having the same head coach certainly helped that streak. So did having, though, a couple Hall of Fame.
And George drops them both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Dinwiddie passes to Barnes. Here's Mann. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. The 15-footer. Barnes can't get it to go.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Passes to McConnell. He dishes it to Dedmon. Good. And McConnell gets the assist.
Dedmon sets the screen, and then he slashes to the appropriate place on the floor.
Mann passes to Bay. Pass to Chang. Jacks up a 3. Portland grabs the miss. Last time they met was in Portland this season.
And it was pretty much a cakewalk for them the last time these two squared off and had a clear advantage on the backboard.
We'll see if the other team will address that problem in this game, because last game, man, they just got smoked on the boards.
Now here's Bay. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Just 5 to shoot. Dinwiddie with it. Dedmon's there. Dinwiddie's shot is off.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
And here's McConnell. Outside, George. Fires the 3. That shot off the mark. And San Antonio will go the other way with it.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
Powell dishes to George. Now Powell. 17 points in his last outing. Sinks the triple.
Excellent work from Powell in the pick and roll action.
Spurs leading by 3. Dinwiddie passes to Barnes. Dedmon with the block. Alec Burks checked in for George. Here's McConnell trying to get open as Burks. The shot by McConnell, no good. And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for San Antonio. 3-point lead. Mann gets the bucket.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
McConnell against Dinwiddie. Pass to Powell. And he drives in. The baseline J. Bay pulls it in. The Spurs shooting 44% overall here in the first quarter. To the paint, Barnes. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got 4 assists now tonight.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Now here's Powell. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Inside and stolen by Jang. McConnell against Dinwiddie. In the corner, Bay with it. Jang with the screen for Bay. Over Burks. And he overshot that one, missing. Trailblazers trail by 8. Powell kicks to McConnell. Now the pass to Burks. 52 seconds left to play here in the first. Barnes looking around. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You too.
A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Pass to Dinwiddie. Barnes against Powell. Just 5 on the clock. 9 feet out. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Portland has gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Dedmon a screen. Burks for 3. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. Here's man. Burks covering. Barnes with it. From deep. And that one released in time, but no good.
And Powell giving great effort here defensively.
And that does it for the first quarter. Spurs lead by 8. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
San Antonio leading by 8. We've got Butler. Jaylen Brown out there with Barnes. Then it's Evan Mobley. And it's man in at the point, and that's who's in the game for the Spurs. Now here's Butler. Last game we saw him score 32. We know the league's cracking down on those dangerous plays that risk a player's health. Why was that less of a focus when you played?
That's a great question. I think it's smarter to approach the game this way. We don't want to have unnecessary injury because of guys maybe just taking it a little too far with the physicality.
Free throw good, Mobley. He's off on the second. Trailblazers trail by 9. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, for 22 straight years, San Antonio made the playoffs. They haven't made the last 3 postseasons, and former Spur Robert Horry worries if they'll ever be relevant again, saying, "I hate to say that. San Antonio is a small market. Guys just aren't going to go there." And that's a dire prediction for such a storied and successful franchise, Kevin.
Wow, no kidding, David. All right, thank you. And that one's good, Barnes.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Powell, the pass to Batum. Here's James. Plays it up and banks it in. LeBron's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
A monster down low. LeBron James, the rare package of skill, size, and athleticism.
Pass to Butler. Takes it inside. Brown wide open. He fires. From outside, off the mark.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And a chance here to check out some stats for Anthony Simons. The Trailblazers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. throw good. Burks. The Trailblazers making a switch here. George is checked in. So he picks up just one from the line that time. San Antonio leading by 8. Mobley dishes to Brown. Butler is screen on George. Connects on the 17-footer. Brown's got 7 points in the game.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And the Spurs with possession here, following Alec Burks' three-point attempt. Butler passes to Brown. Over George, and the Spurs scoring again.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
And Jaylen Brown is such a force on the offensive end. Hard to keep that guy out of the paint. Terrific finisher at the rim.
Now, here's George. Goes up on the high post. LeBron kicks to Burks. Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
And James and his court awareness is just so extra special. Just whenever a guy has a clean look, they're going to get the ball.
Here's Sohan. The Trailblazers pull it in. Batum's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And maybe the only weakness for Brown is his handle on the ball.
And it's something that he's worked on every offseason. Still, though, susceptible to turnovers while dribbling. That's one of the very few weaknesses in his game.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
Now, here's Brown. 9 points in the game so far. Back to Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
And the skills of Brown, not just a super athlete, but a tremendous floor general as well.
And the first time out of the game called here for the Trailblazers.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
So for the Trailblazers, Hassan Whiteside comes in for Dwayne Dedmon, and it's Simons in for Alec Burks. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. George, no good.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
And love seeing Brown drop the hammer. Just an amazing dunker who really bashes it in the basket.
Pass to Simons. To the inside. Whiteside. Mobley with the block. Goes back up. Shot clock at 3 and gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line. Here is our 2K leaderboard. These teams have been in a groove from the free throw line since the All-Star break. Number 1, the Spurs.
They are really dialed in at the line, especially since the break. I mean, really shooting an impressive percentage from the line.
Throw good, Paul George.
And George wants to compete for titles, especially considering that he's in the back half of his career.
And both free throws good for Paul George.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
To the paint. Here's Mobley. Another shot, and it's good on the way up. Mobley's got the lead up to 13 now for San Antonio.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Yeah, that pops your confident balloon out there, just completely deflating when plays like that happen.
And they double up James. And Simons wide open. He'll fight. Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
And Anthony believing in himself that time, just zero hesitation on that jump.
Outside Butler, from outside the arc, gets the three-pointer to fall. Butler's got 11 points.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now it's a shootout. I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
Man passes to Sohan. Mobley with it. There's Brown with the three, and James pulls it down.
Yeah, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
Now here's James. 8 points for him. The lead now cut to single digits. 9 points in the game so far.
And Simon's doing a good job operating and getting to his spot in the mid-range.
Outside against Mobley. Butler from outside. Carries it from three-point range. Butler's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Spurs.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
The Spurs making a switch here. Dinwiddie's checked in.
All right, a chance to check out the numbers for George. This last month, he's been positively spectacular, averaging about 23 points per, 4 assists and 4 rebounds.
And it says a lot that when we see numbers like this from him, we aren't even shocked. He's that good.
Yeah, we really have just grown to get used to his greatness, and that's the level for him that he's on right now. Maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
And it's good, 2 points. Butler's got 8 points here in this quarter.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Simons from outside. Evan Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Dinwiddie passes to Sohan. Great D that time from Batum. Trailblazers trail by 12. Here's Simons. A 17-point game for him in the win against the Grizzlies in Memphis. Poked away.
And that's one way to end up in the highlights.
Yeah, well, the bloopers, right?
Up top, Brown. Defended by George. Mobley misses. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Portland. Down by 12. Now here's LeBron. 43 points out last game. Drains the three-pointer. Simons has got 12 points in the game.
This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
Outside Butler. Back to Dinwiddie. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 3 assists in the game.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Yeah, that first quarter was a bit shaky. Good to see a player who doesn't let a slow start get to him.
Mobley looking it over for 3. And it's Butler missing. Trailblazers trail by 10. Batum dishes to LeBron. And here's Whiteside. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And George, here we go. Simons kicks to James. Fires from deep. And the Trailblazers another three.
It's first triple of the second quarter, third of the game.
Brown the pass to Mobley, and George gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Bayes checked in for San Antonio. Powell, he's checked in for Portland. T.J. McConnell comes in for James. Now, Dinwiddie, a 17-point game for him in the win against Phoenix.
And his passing also off the charts in that game. In just about every aspect of their offense, he was dialed in.
Now, McConnell, after Jaylen Brown's three-pointer that didn't go. McConnell with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. 6 to shoot. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. And now it's only a 5-point San Antonio lead. And San Antonio shooting at 46%, making some buckets. Brown finds Bay. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Bay's got his first 3 points of the game.
And Bay drains the triple.
Simons against Dinwiddie. Simons the pass to Powell. San Antonio with the rebound. Mobley's got 14, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. In the corner, it's Dinwiddie. Off target with his three. Trailblazers trail by 8. Nobody near George. And the three off target.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Now here's Brown. He's got 11. Shoots over Batum. Butler, no good.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
From deep, George. No good on that one. So the Spurs will take it the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
Yeah, they sapped the energy right out of the building in that one. They just were knocking down threes, and it was deflating both for the team and the crowd.
Batum for three. Evan Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got rebound number 15 here tonight. He kicks to Dinwiddie. Inside. And that one is good. And that's 10 points for Evan Mobley.
And that's a nice pass from Bay, willing to do whatever he can to help his team.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Here's McConnell. Powell with the screen. McConnell passes to Powell. Now here's Simon. Dinwiddie covering. Portland again missing. Mobley dishes to Brown. Launches it. He can't get that one. And so that brings the first half to a close. Spurs out in front. They're up by 10. And Jets now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Here with Greg Popovich. Pop, what did you see in the first half?
We had ball movement. You know, we weren't in mud. The guys were in attack mode. Nobody held the ball. You know, you pass, catch, or shoot. And we did that a lot in the first half.
Yeah, you had them swiveling, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. How about we start out with the Western Conference and how those teams are stacking up?
Taking a look at Portland, they've been phenomenal. All the lofty predictions, the expectations, they've all come true. Now comes the hardest part in the postseason. Every team is going to be gunning for them.
Now, looking at the first half of play in our featured game, what a disaster it's been for the Portland Trail Blazers.
Their perimeter defense was lackluster, to say the least. Shooters were getting open shots. Guys were wide open. I mean, Right now, I could walk off the set in shoes, in a suit, and get 3 threes wide open and knock them down on that defense.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. We are seeing a tremendous game from Jimmy Butler.
Well, through the first two, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
On the floor for Portland, they've got Whiteside. Anthony Simons out there with LeBron James. Then there's Batum, and it's George in at the small forward. Brown finds Mobley, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. They get Hassan Whiteside.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
We've seen him miss a couple from the line so far, going 2 for 4.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Mobley. And so James will bring it up for Portland. A 12-point game. With the drive, Whiteside trying to break free. Count the basket. James has got 15.
Just watching the King come down the lane with that kind of roar, wow, ferocious.
Outside Butler. Over in the corner, Brown. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Trailblazers trail by 10. Fades. Offensive rebound. Mobley with the block. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Here's Butler. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Now let's have a quick look at some of the league's top defenders in the season's second half. Number 1, Jimmy Butler.
Defensively, he's been a glove. I mean, he has just been blanketing his opponents.
Free throw, good Butler. No good on the second free throw. Trailblazers trail by 11. James outside. Shoots over Dinwiddie, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. LeBron's got 4 points this quarter. Dinwiddie kicks to Mobley. Spurs passing it around. Dinwiddie passes to Mobley. 6 on the shot clock. Mobley sets the pick for Butler. Shoots over Simons. Butler, no good. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Simons, the pass to Batum. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That straight line drive there from Paul George. You love to see him get in that attack mode. Let's see if he can cash in now at the line.
The Trailblazers shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
Take a break.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
Throw good, Paul George. George drops them both. So it's the Spurs now. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Here's Butler, and it's Butler with the jam.
Well, right now, Jimmy Butler is in the zone.
Trailblazers trail by 9. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. LeBron James on the wing, defended by Butler. 6 to shoot. Whiteside, a screen on Dinwiddie. And it's Simons missing.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Butler with the ball, and Batum picks him up defensively. Lets it go. It's Butler that time on the assist by Brown. And now it's an 11-point Spurs lead.
Well, Butler feels like he can take and make just about any shot that he wants. What great confidence on display.
And there's the call on Evan Mobley. That'll be his second foul of the game. Scotty Barnes, he's checked in for Brown. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Portland. Norman Powell comes in for Anthony Simons. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Butler passes to Sohan. The kick outside to Butler. Releases from 15. It's Dedmon with the rebound. Trailblazers trail by 11. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks very much, Kevin. Not that long ago, of course, the analytical team shot way more three-pointers, and they found a temporary edge. But now every team shoots a lot of threes, and it's more about personnel. When it's a superstar shooting the ball, that mid-range jumper can be very efficient. Guys?
And DA, we see it all the time. Brandon Ingram with the New Orleans Pelicans. KD. The two players in Phoenix with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. DeRozan in Chicago. They'll hit those all day long. David, thank you. First one falls for him.
And they didn't shoot it very well from the line in the first half, but they've gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead.
Jang, he's checked in for Evan Mobley. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Burks is checked in. And so he makes both from the line.
And good job bringing that free throw percentage up here in the second half, doing a great job at the line.
James in the post, defended by Butler. Spurs leading by 11. Kicks it to Jang. The three. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 4 assists in the game.
Smart play by Jimmy Butler. Spots the open man. Tack up an assist.
Now here's LeBron.
Oh, man. Now, LeBron James knows he can get around anyone at any time. So that time, nice work with the dribble.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. LeBron against Dinwiddie. The pass to Butler. Jang with a screen on Powell. To the middle, 7-foot shot. Here's Sohan. His three-pointer's off the mark. And so James will bring it up for the Trailblazers. Down by 12.
An efficient score. Norman Powell can fill it up when given the opportunity.
He does score from anywhere on the floor, but it's defensive versatility that I think really helps him because he can match up with smaller guards. He can get underneath bigger wings, and that defense really allows him to stay on the floor to complement the other offensive players that are producing.
Here's Dinwiddie. Hassan Whiteside made his last pass. Jang with a screen on Powell. Passes it to Barnes. Jang dishes to Dinwiddie. Shot clock at 6. Back to Jang. Barnes outside. No good on the triple. Trailblazers trail by 10. James looking around. There's the three. Sinks the three-pointer. James has got it back down to single digits for the Trailblazers.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
From the arc. Again, the miss by the Spurs. For Portland, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. He feeds it to Whiteside. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And a nice show of strength from Whiteside there. Slapped on the shot, but still makes the basket.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. San Antonio making a switch here. Man's checked in. C.J. McConnell, he's checked in for Portland.
One of the areas where we've seen Whiteside improve is that free throw percentage. Much better than when he first came into the NBA.
Here's Mann. Pass to Dinwiddie. Jang with the screen for Dinwiddie. Driving to the basket. And it's blocked by Whiteside.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Here's Powell. The shot missing. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Zohan, the pass to Dinwiddie. He kicks to Jang. Here's Mann. Pass to Barnes. Dinwiddie outside. Here's Jang. And finished off by Jang.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by the Trailblazers.
Now here's Powell. The pass to Dedmon. Over Jang. Here's Whiteside. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
Yeah, some of the best centers in the league understand every aspect of the offense and where shots are coming from. And Whiteside positioned himself well for that one.
Now here's Dinwiddie. 6 points for him. Jang with a screen on Burks. Here's Mann. That three off the mark. Trailblazers trail by 4. And here's McConnell. To the wing right side. Passes to Whiteside. Now here's Powell. He's tightly guarded. He can't get that one to fall.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Back to Barnes. Spurs passing it around. Jang with a screen on Burks. For the three. Dinwiddie with the bucket. Dinwiddie's got 9 points.
Oh, man, how about the last-minute decision there to pull the shot down and get a better one for your teammate?
Now Powell. Down low. Here's Whiteside. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And 11 points for Hassan Whiteside. Dinwiddie up top. He's covered by McConnell. It's good.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Trailblazers trail by 7. McConnell passes to Whiteside. The timely screen gave him a step, but he took it all the way.
Maybe the halftime break was good for him, allowed him to step back, calm himself down, get himself in the right frame of mind, and now shots are falling.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
Well, looking at the stat sheet, I could just see here tonight sharing the basketball. The stat that comes up most is assists. So sometimes you have to look for your teammate. That makes things happen. They've done it.
Here's Mann. There's Brown with the three. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Buries the long-range jumper.
Yeah, you can't let Powell find shots at the arc like that, especially when he's got that kind of rhythm.
Brown sets a screen for Barnes. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to go on Norman Powell.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And Scotty Barnes, the Rookie of the Year in 2022 in the NBA.
And you could argue he was maybe the biggest surprise of the 21 draft. Made a huge impact on the floor immediately. If you did a redraft of that class, he'd be closer to the top.
Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. And Fernie Simons comes in for Alec Burks. Powell in the high post. McConnell in the corner. And another three for Portland.
And not where he earns his money, that three-point shot, but he's a good shooter from that range if he's got space.
Brown kicks to Mobley. Here's Mann from outside the arc. Nailed from three-point land. Bay's got 6 points.
Mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Yeah, again, you can't take this too far to make it too selfish, but that exchange, that's fun to watch.
Now, here's Simons. 14 points for him. Over Brown. Rebound, San Antonio. Howard down after the assist, let him into the lane.
And that kind of sums up how this game is going.
Attack-minded all the way.
Yeah, great read, calls his own number, and then sends it home.
Now, here's McConnell. 5 points in the game. The story of rebounding. Now a look at the league's best players on the boards. 5th, Evan Mobley.
And you can't win games without rebounding the basketball. That's what has made him such an important part of what they do.
Paul George, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time.
And just so frustrating for a team when you collectively go cold at the line. And that's happened to them here in the second half.
And it's Brown missing. Trailblazers trail by 5. Here's Simons. Mobley with the block. And he recovers it. Powell with a screen on Bay. Here's Simons. And the dunk by Powell.
Simons has a great change of pace when he comes off of those screens, so it might not look like he's going fast, but he might take an extra step. And guys just can't keep up with that.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Pass to Bay. Three-pointer. And it's Portland with the rebound. Simons has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's George, and it's Paul George with the finish.
Paul George dunk contest? He's maybe a little older, but I love to see him get up.
Mobley, a screen on Simons. And here's Brown outside, and we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Spurs lead by 1. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Evan Mobley is out there with Barnes. Then there's Jaylen Brown. Then it's Butler. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 1 spot. That's the San Antonio 5. Now here's Dinwiddie. Outside Butler. Mobley sets the pick for Butler. Back to Dinwiddie. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Well, he now has 4 3-pointers this game, guys, 2 in each half. He's really spacing out the floor for his teammates.
Simons against Dinwiddie. And here's James outside. That shot, no good. So the Spurs will take it the other way. Butler in the corner. And there's a whistle that goes on Scotty Barnes. That is his first foul of the game.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second.
And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Watch out, big.
Knocks it loose. Simons up top. Dinwiddie covering. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Greg, when you watch Anthony Simons play, you can see the burst he has on the ball.
And that goes for him attacking the rim and rising up for a shot. Impossible to stay in front of him with that quick first step. And with his skill and athleticism, boy, the sky's the limit.
And he makes the first.
And Simons really settling in to what he is in this league, and that is a microwave scorer that can come in and get buckets.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Spurs leading by 3. Barnes dishes to Brown. Back to Barnes. Mobley outside. Butler finds Brown. Butler a screen on George. Brown outside. The Trailblazers pull it in. Simons has got 5 rebounds tonight.
Yeah, the three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had 1 in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second.
In the corner, it's Dinwiddie. Over in the corner, Brown. Mobley sets the pick for Brown.
And the way Brown sprints toward the rim makes defenses nervous. He's so adept at drawing contact on his way to the bucket.
The first one falls.
And the vertical that Brown has is pretty impressive, as relentless a finisher as you'll find in our league.
Powell, he's checked in for Powell. And Brown drops them both. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Simons on the wing. Back to James. Back to Simons. Clock at 4. Launches a 3. They get it again. And James throws it down.
And LeBron fighting right now for the offensive rebound. He refuses to come away empty-handed.
Dinwiddie passes to Butler. Driving in. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Extra on that one, fellas. Nobody's stopping that.
Not when he comes in there with that tomahawk. That's just too much force. Now here's James. To the middle. Dedmon inside. Mobley's there. Here's George. Kicks to Powell. Over Butler. And it's off the back rim. No good. And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. And the 3 ball is good.
I don't know. I'm getting the feeling as this game moves on, he's getting stronger.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
LeBron against Butler. That shot missing. Spurs leading by 8. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Dinwiddie outside. Barnes outside. There's the 3. It's Dedmon with the rebound. Dedmon's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. George with the ball. Fires for 3. Portland again missing. Now here's Brown. To the paint. Here's Mobley. Dedmon with the block.
Well, Dedmon's reach is a huge advantage there to help him tally some more block shots.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
LeBron, no luck.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Barnes kicks to Dinwiddie. Spurs working the ball around now. Mobley sets the pick for Brown. Over in the corner, Barnes. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. You look at Jimmy Butler. He's really been playing well.
Just killing it from deep. They've got to be all up in his jersey at all times. Give him even an inch, and you're just asking for him to drop another triple on you.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Evan Mobley.
And as you'd expect, he's done most of his damage in that low block. I mean, that was the game plan, to get it to him in the paint and just let him go to work. And boy, has the big fella delivered. He has just killed them down low.
And with the playoffs on the horizon, he'll be looking to stay in peak form as long as he can. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Guys, during that last break, I listened to Chauncey Billups talk to his team. To be honest, he was fired up. He asked his team, how badly do you want this? Because those guys over there, they're going to give it everything they've got, which means we have to do the same. We'll see if they can match them emotion for emotion. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And here is Simons. At the elbow, it's George. LeBron against Butler. 5 to shoot. Shot to stop the run. That is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down to just 12 points with the basket from George.
That's just a good-looking shot from Paul George. Gets it right into his shooting pocket and finishes it off with confidence.
Now here's Butler. Back to Dinwiddie. Second shot opportunity, and there's the nice layup by Butler. Butler's got the lead up to 14 now to the Spurs.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
And it's Simons missing.
He got off to a terrific start from the perimeter, but in the second half, he can't seem to build on that early success.
Here's Brown. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on George.
I admire the energy that Brown plays with, so great at getting to the line.
And player nicknames are a fun part of covering the games. Now, a lot of guys, GA, are just going with their initials, like KD or AD or KG. Do we need more creativity?
I don't know, Kevin. Maybe the league could give guys a cash bonus for picking a nickname. Initials excluded. That might spark some creativity.
And Portland making a change here. Batum's checked in. And Brown drops them both.
Yeah, sometimes in a game you settle a little bit before settling in, and right now I think he's a big factor in how they're getting to the line.
George passes to Batum. Here's LeBron. Rebound by Sohan. Sohan's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Just cannot get anything to go. If there's going to be a way to get out of this hole, I don't think he'll be the one to do it.
And it's Butler missing. Trailblazers trail by 16. Now LeBron. Outside, George. Portland, no good that time either.
It wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
Pass to Sohan. San Antonio again missing.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Dinwiddie against James. Good, nice job down low. LeBron's got 4 this quarter.
And LeBron just turning it on and still making it look easy.
Here's Butler on the wing. Brown over George. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Mobley with the block. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. Off the inbound pass. LeBron shot is off. Here's San Antonio. They're on a 20-7 run. Brown outside. The pass to Mobley. The screen from Brown to the inside, and Brown throws it down.
There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
James with it. Outside, Batum. George against Brown, and George kicks to Whiteside. Shot clock at 5. Powell, no one around him. Second chance shot. Rebound, San Antonio. Mobley dishes to Dinwiddie. Back to Mobley, and Mobley throws it down.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Dinwiddie against Powell. And James throws it down.
And if you give Batum some time to survey the floor, he'll find an open teammate.
And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Passes it to Sohan. Now the feed to Butler. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, you look how Jimmy Butler stays committed on that play, ready to overcome the defender and still take the shot.
And the first one at the line is good. Scotty Barnes, he's checked in for San Antonio. And Portland with a change here too. Simons, he's checked in for Powell. And so Butler nails both of them. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
Trailblazers trail by 18. Now here's LeBron. Outside Batum. George against Brown, and George gets it to go.
Physically imposing at 6'8", 220. Paul George sturdy enough to take that kind of bump.
Dinwiddie kicks to Butler. Inside, here's Mobley. Good work defensively by Whiteside. The Trailblazers shooting 40% from the field. Shot from 12. George, no good. San Antonio leading by 16. Here now is Dinwiddie. Butler from outside. Paul George grabs the miss. The dish to LeBron. 1:25 left to play in the final quarter. And it seems the play-in tournament is here to stay, Brent. Has it worked out as well as you expected?
I think it's been great, Kevin. One of the things that could be adjusted, though, is maybe if you're the 8th seed and you have a 10-game lead on the 10th seed, there should be no reason why they should be competing in the postseason tournament. So maybe they do something with regards to the records as to whether or not a team qualifies. But the way it stands now, it's created the kind of drama and competition that the league has craved.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for San Antonio.
They made more foul shots, and that was the difference.
That was a big advantage. The other team was defending with their hands instead of moving their feet, and they handed them a lot of easy points at the line.
And the strong effort here will convert into what will be their 50th win on the season.
And really, after losing all 3 games to this point in the matchup, guys, they have to be happy to get a win here.
And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Evan Mobley.
You have to love the way that he was closing out on defensive trips. He would always body up, and it's why he ended with so many boards.
Mind the lanes. One shot.
And LeBron James, for all the things that he does on the floor in terms of his skill set, there's a quality of leadership that becomes the X factor and gives teams confidence that they're going to have a chance to win an NBA title.
Here's man. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. To end the drought, and Butler gets it to go. Butler's got 34 points.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Jimmy. I know you see defenses like that all the time, but it didn't seem to slow you down.
Not really. I mean, I guess I just had it going. We started double teaming them too, and they got so many great shooters, man. It's just good to win, though. At the end of the day, we won.
Yeah, I know that's what counts, man, but congrats on the win. Thanks. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.